Hey folks, welcome to another Triple T Thursday. For those just joining us, that's Tools, Tips, and Talk, where we'll discuss info for the knife maker. In today's episode, I'm going to be making a new twisting machine. I've been wanting to do this for a while, and I kind of kicked myself when I did the last one because I had the rolling mill, which has a step-down gear reducer, which is exactly what you need for a twisting machine. So I'm going to try to build one off the side of the twisting machine and see if that'll work. Let's go take a look. So here's the side of the rolling mill, and what we're going to do is take a look inside the gearbox right here and check out what's inside. So there's a hole for a shaft. This is a 1-inch shaft and it's keyed. So that's good news. Let's just check the depth here. Oh yeah, it's almost 2 inches in depth. So I should be able to take a 1-inch bar, create a keyway in it, and make a shaft. And just to show you guys how slow this moves, you can see that it moves pretty slow. That's actually exactly what we want. The only unknown is how much torque. This is a 1-horse motor. How much torque this step down actually gives it. Is it going to be enough to twist steel? So we're going to find out. So first thing I need to do is get the shaft created and then figure out a way that I'm going to do a chuck here to slide some steel into. So here's a 1-inch shaft. This is just mild steel rod. I'll go to the mill and just put a keyway all the way down. I've ordered a sleeve that has a flange on it with bolts, and that's coming in a day or so. And so the keyed section will go into the motor, the shaft with the flange, and then I needed something on there. And what I've come up with is I'll just get a plate and then weld this onto the plate, which will get bolted onto here. This holds all of these different size collets, we'll call them, that just drop in here, screw tight. So I think I've got a collet system set up here. Let's go back and talk about the other end. So for the other end, I've got this piece. This is just left over from the right angle drill build. The right angle drill used to hang off here. I needed a system where this end would slide, and this used to be up here, but that's way too high. But if I put it on the side, it's actually lined up perfectly. Then I can actually just take the anvil and move it a little closer, and now I can do really, really long pieces if I want. Obviously, I'll move this a little closer if I'm doing shorter pieces. And then I can just reuse the same system of just bolts in a socket here, and I should be set up. So as soon as that collet comes, or the flange collar, I should be able to weld this up and give it a try. In the meantime, let's go put a keyway in this guy on the mill. Okay, I've got that rod chucked up here. I've found the center this way. 1/4-inch end mill. Let's make a slot. So here's the collar. Seems to work perfectly. I've already cut the plate with the matching bolt holes. Now I just got to weld this on here in the center so I have my collet holder, and we should be good to go. It's all bolted up, keyway in place. We are ready to insert it into the machine. Perfect. The only thing I don't like is because the gear is here, there's no way to put a set screw there, but I'll just keep an eye on it. It shouldn't go anywhere. It's pretty stiff in there. Now I just need to slide one of the collets in here, tighten up this set screw. There we go. We should be ready to go. Let's just turn it on. Beautiful. I like the speed. All right, only thing left is to try it out. Time to mention our sponsor, Maritime Knife Supply. If you need anything knife related, they got you covered. From steel, abrasives, equipment, tooling, you name it, they got it. Okay, so it's time to test. I just happen to have this 3/4 bar, which is a piece of Damascus that I'd like twisted anyway, so we're going to actually do this first. Then I'm going to forge just this piece of mild steel down to 1 inch and try that. And for a project I'm currently working on, I need some 5/8, so I'm going to make some Damascus and do that last. But if I can do the 1 inch and the 3/4, 5/8 is obviously going to be no problem. Well, that was an absolute success. This one looks amazing. I only did one heat on this, and you saw me flip it around and try to restart it. Well, it was pretty cold. It did twist it a couple of times and then stalled, which is expected. So very happy that it'll do 1 inch, no problem. So yeah, definitely a success. Some things that, you know, are not optimal. Because I don't have it, the rails rigidly attached, sometimes the alignment is a little off and these get a little curved. I'm okay with that because I just don't have the shop space to permanently fix rails to that thing, so I do want it movable. The other thing I need to do is put a reverse switch on that motor so that I can twist in the other direction should I want to do a Turkish twist. But this is awesome. I'm so happy to have a more powerful twisting machine that's more accurate. And you'll see this in an upcoming build because I'm doing a frame handle buoy with twist Damascus frame. That's what I need the 5/8 for. Thanks, folks. We'll see you on the next one.